The largest continent on Earth, Asia stretches all the way from the shores of the Mediterranean Sea to the Pacific Ocean. Welcome to Around the World. Today, we'll be looking at the best places to visit when you're traveling to Asia. Are you a fan of our channel? Be sure to subscribe to Around the World and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we will be looking at the top places to see when visiting Asia. Its vast landmass encompasses everything from epic mountain ranges such as the Himalayas to the dry and desolate Arabian and Gobi deserts. Steamy jungles can also be found in Southeast Asia, as well as paradise islands and beautiful beaches. Number 15. The Maldives. The Maldives, which are made up of over 1,200 islands and atolls, have some of the world's best and most beautiful beaches. The fashionable retreat, located in the Indian Ocean, is known for its opulent resorts, many of which have their own private island. While each of the archipelago's picturesque islands appears to be more beautiful than the previous, the Maldives is also known for its underwater ridges. As a result, it's an excellent site to go scuba diving or snorkeling, with plenty of colorful coral reefs and shivering shoals of fish to see. Number 14. Malaysia. This amazing country, which consists of peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia, is home to some of the world's oldest jungles. In addition to the magnificent landscape and scenery on display, its national parks offer superb trekking and wildlife. Malaysia's bustling cities and capital, Kuala Lumpur, are home to a diverse population of Chinese, Indians, and ethnic Malays. Impressive historical landmarks can be discovered among the modern towers, and there is a restaurant serving wonderful local cuisine. In Malaysia, you'll find picturesque islands and clean beaches, but seeing an orangutan up and personal in their native habitat is likely to be the highlight of any trip. Number 13. Cambodia. Cambodia, which lies between Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam, is rich in historical ruins and archaeological sites. Between the 9th and 15th centuries, the strong Khmer kingdom constructed numerous magnificent temples, monuments, and palaces throughout the country. The undisputed highlight of these structures is that they all inspired Angkor Wat. Aside from the busy towns of Siam Reap and Phnom Penh, Cambodia has an abundance of beautiful scenery. Cambodia has something for everyone, with stunning paddy fields, jungle-clad highlands, and fabulous tropical islands to explore. Number 12. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an increasingly popular tourist destination in the Indian Ocean, close off the coast of India. While the island's beautiful beaches are one of its main draws, it also has a rich history and culture to explore. Its history is estimated to be over 2,500 years old. Many of Sri Lanka's fascinating archaeological monuments and historical landmarks, ranging from ancient temples to colonial-era forts, may be found in the captivating cities of Gal and Kandy. Sri Lanka also offers some breathtaking scenery and great fauna to enjoy. Number 11. Oman. The Sultanate of Oman's distinct culture is evident everywhere, and the strong identity of its people, as well as their welcoming demeanor, contribute to the country's allure. Oman, unlike many of its neighbors, lacks skyscrapers and has not urbanized significantly. This means that its desert oasis cities still have beautiful historic architecture and a skyline that hasn't changed in centuries. Well, the country's bleak landscapes are no less attractive than the country's souks and medinas. Oman is a hidden jewel with breathtaking mountains, a beautiful coastline, and plenty of scenic sand dunes just waiting to be discovered. Number 10. The Philippines. Because the Philippines is made up of over 7,000 islands, it should come as no surprise that it is a favorite beach vacation destination. Its welcoming seas are ideal for smoking and snorkeling, with Boracay and North Pal when being particularly popular destinations. Some islands have rich rice fields and tropical forests, while others have hidden lagoons and flaming volcanoes. Cities like the metropolis Manila, dotted over its diverse landscapes, are chaotic yet powerful. The country's cultural mix is diverse. You'll see Spanish, American, and traditional influences among others while touring about. Number 9. South Korea. South Korean culture, which includes K-pop and kimchi, is today immensely popular around the world. This is a significant shift, as it has long been overshadowed and outshone by its larger and more powerful neighbors, China and Japan. Traveling around the peninsula is fascinating since the country has a rich and unique history and culture, but it is also quickly modernizing. Along with skyscrapers and massive shopping malls, you'll find centuries-old palaces and temples. South Korea is deceptively mountainous, but it also has many wonderful national parks to visit, as well as gorgeous islands and beaches along the coast. Number 8. Vietnam. Vietnam is one of Asia's most rewarding locations, with so much history and nature. The country has a diverse environment, as well as an exquisite coastline that hugs the South China Sea. Many tourists rent motorcycles and ride the Ho Chi Minh Path. This route takes you from Hanoi, Vietnam's colorful and less hectic capital, to Ho Chi Minh City, passing through the historic capital of Hue. Ha Long Bay, with its gorgeous seascape and breathtaking limestone islands, is a must-see, as is the lovely coastal town of Phu Yen and the hill tribes near Sa Pa, which display some of the country's cultural and ethnic variety. Number 7. Jordan. Jordan in the Middle East has always attracted tourists and traders due to its strategic location between Africa, Europe, and Asia. Armies pass through, and monarchs and civilizations leave behind crusader castles, Roman amphitheaters, and, of course, Petra across millennia. This ancient metropolis will undoubtedly be unlike anything you've ever seen before. It is unquestionably the highlight of any trip to the country, set in the desert and sculpted out of rock. Although Petra is unquestionably the most famous site, the Dead Sea and the Wadi Rum desert sceneries are definitely worth visiting. Number 6. Nepal. Nepal is a breathtakingly gorgeous country full of spectacular scenery and one of the top places in the world to undertake trekking and mountaineering. The Himalayas dominate and define the mountain nation, which is home to many of the world's tallest peaks, including Mount Everest, which rises head and shoulders above them all. While many visitors come to walk the Annapurna circuit, Nepal also has a rich cultural heritage. The nation is littered with centuries-old temples, shrines, monasteries, and palaces. It was here, 2,500 years ago, that the Buddha was born. Due to its numerous religious sites, it is known as the City of Temples. Kathmandu, the capital, is not to be missed. Number 5. Indonesia. Indonesia is made up of about 18,000 islands that span 4,700 kilometers from east to west. The archipelago defies categorization in many ways. Its small, hidden peaceful towns, for example, stand in stark contrast to Jakarta's crowded and chaotic capital. As one of the world's most populous countries, the habits, traditions, and cuisines differ greatly depending on where you go. Its island environments are just as diversified as the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Beautiful beaches can be found in Bali. Borneo is home to amazing biodiversity and orangutans. The emerald of the equator pleasantly warrants it with so much to see and do. Number 4. India. India is inundated with numerous cultures, faiths, people, and customs, and is home to one of the world's richest and oldest civilizations. While the Himalayas dominate the north, the rest of the country is filled with steamy jungles, scenic tea plantations, and beautiful beaches. Ancient sites and colorful yet chaotic cities like Mumbai and New Delhi can be found tucked away among these landscapes. The world's second most populous country has something for everyone, from temples to cuisine, history to wildlife. The only question is where to begin. Number 3. Japan. Although Japan has about 7,000 islands, the 4 largest include the majority of the country's major sites and tourism attractions. The island nation, which lies to the east of mainland Asia, is a fascinating location where old and new meet at every turn. While Tokyo and Yokohama are contemporary metropolises with skyscrapers and neon lights, Kyoto and Nara have ancient palaces and age-old temples surrounded by mountains and forests. The country also has some beautiful landscape and fauna, which helps to explain why the vast bulk of its massive population lies in the densely crowded cities that line its long and indented coastline. Number 2. China. China is Asia's largest and most populous country, with one of the world's oldest civilizations. As a result, amazing historical and cultural landmarks may be found everywhere. While the Great Wall of China is undoubtedly the most popular site, the Terracotta Army in Xi'an and the Forbidden City in Beijing also draw large crowds. Others come to see the stunning scenery of China, which includes towering mountains, countless rice terraces, and the lonely Gobi Desert. China, the world's most populous country, has numerous fascinating cities that are quickly modernizing. China, as a continent with cities and civilizations, may take a lifetime to discover. Number 1. Thailand. Thailand is a famous tourist destination because to its beautiful beaches, sparkling temples, and kind people. It is often referred to as the Land of Smiles. While Bangkok offers some of the country's best cuisine and nightlife, Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai are home to some of Thailand's most famous temples. Wild jungles, lovely paddy fields, and calm and remote towns and villages can be found further away. Every year, millions of travelers flock to the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand to party in coastal towns, visit lovely islands like Koh Tao, and take in the breathtaking scenery at Krabi. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other videos for great travel destinations, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about our latest videos.